So, since I did the last video, which was part 1, what has changed is that I have put another layer of this varnish, and it's dried pretty quickly because the AC is on. And I figured that there are some marks on the canvas, and there's some colors from the paint I'd taken off that are still visible that I am not happy with. I'm okay with stuff like this. And the canvas seems a little closer to the screen because it's placed on these. Remember, you can place these, ideally place them so that they are, it's here. It's like this. Shouldn't be touching the edge, because if it is, and if something drips from the canvas, then it will stick to them. You can remove it because acrylic doesn't really stick to plastic. So what I've decided to do is that in the next layer of varnish, I'm going to add a little bit of this paint. So this is it's used, this is basically acrylic paint. This is a brand new pen from I think this is a cheap Chinese brand, although I'm not really sure. I had ordered these on Amazon, and I had ordered extras because I wasn't sure I might use them, might not use them. So I've got very little varnish left in this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drip some ink from this and put some varnish and then mix the two, and it'll be a bit translucent, transparent. So this is right now 2 layers. I don't know if you can you see? Yeah, you can kind of see the glint of the varnish on this. This is dry right now. So usually how you can tell is, what I do is I touch the canvas from the reverse side. If it feels cool, that means it's still wet. So this is slightly cool, but chalega, itna matlab koi tension nahi hai. So what you do is that you're supposed to remove this, and I don't know if it will come out though. I'll have to see. I've never removed from one of these, so you are also seeing it live like I am. Oh, perfect. So normally you're supposed to pump this, press it on paper 5-6 times, and then the ink starts flowing. I'm not doing that, but I'll keep my varnish bottle open as well so they can immediately start pouring. And here's the brush. So this is just a windy thing. I don't know. I don't think it'll come out like this. I think ye nikalna padega. Yes, got it. So that works. And I put plastic because I think it might drip more than I would like. So I have some. Oh, perfect. Here you go. Yeah, I like this color, and I know these paints are translucent. It won't be opaque completely. I'm gonna just get some tissue paper so that I can wipe it off. And even the plastic I would like not to spoil if I can prevent it. I'll put this on here. Okay, and the varnish. I think that should be enough. See, the varnish looks, that it's white, but once it dries, I can put more varnish for sure. Oops. Might do a little more paint. That's it. This should work. So that's what I have decided to do. I mean, you can change your mind. This is not a whatever you think works best for the piece, and I think this is better than the marks on the canvas, which I wasn't a fan of. This looks nice, and this will dry to a slightly darker color, as most acrylics do. Because it is with the same gloss varnish, it won't separate, because if you used sometimes what happens is, if it's a glossy surface and you're using a glossy paint, so then it separates. It's like how you put soap on a mirror. No, like if you don't put soap on a mirror and you put water, so the way it kind of coagulates on the mirror, little patchy, that's what paint also does. And remember, these are all acrylics. After many months of experimentation, I decided I would go with acrylics. I don't really have the patience for oils. I have used oils, of course, and watercolor is, I think the skill required in watercolor is not something that I have the patience for again. And see, this is what I meant, that it's a little drippy. Now, because varnish tends to dry quickly, I am trying to do this. You'll see there are little bubbles. This happens if you brush varnish vigorously. I haven't done that too much, but this brushes, I'm not a fan of this brush, but bubbles chale jaate hain after a while. So yeah, that's what I decided to do, and obviously because it was not part of the original plan, so I recorded a video. But like when I did the second layer of the varnish, I did not record a video because you guys know what I'm doing. This won't be a very long video, but kind of gives you an idea of how my brain works. Yeah. I'm quickly going to close the pen so that the rest of the ink doesn't dry. And careful. And then the nib to screw it on. Ooh. Idhar se lag gaya sara paint us pe. Shouldn't drip anything on the canvas. Obviously in normal circumstances I wouldn't be doing all this above the canvas because just in case something drips then you're fucked. And as you can see I used about this much of the ink, but that's fine. So the closest I had, and now again, generally for smaller canvases it's very easy to get rid of bubbles like this. But as the canvas gets bigger, you can't really go around blowing on top of it to get rid of all the bubbles. It's just not humanly possible, and you'll probably make it dirtier. Okay, so just a little of the edges so that doesn't, if I can collect the drips. But I have the plastic sheet to protect my table, so it shouldn't be a problem. There you go. I'll just go and wash this. And yeah, the canvas is already looking so much better. I don't think I will put another layer. This should do it. You can still see the weave, which is fantastic. And right, so this is phase 2. Let me do the, like I did last time, it was like this. No, but the frame is smaller, so I guess it won't work. Alright, bye.